The shock absorber. Why your car doesn't bounce forever. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we break down everything you need to know in the simplest, clearest, and most exciting way possible. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever imagined what would happen if your car had springs, but nothing to stop it from bouncing uncontrollably down the road like a giant pogo stick? Well, today we're diving into the silent, hard-working heroes of your suspension called the shock absorbers, or dampers. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how they work and why driving with broken ones is one of the most dangerous things you can do. Trust me, you'll never look at a bump in the road the same way again. A quick reminder to subscribe, like, and share this video. A lot of people think the shock absorber is the spring, but they are totally different. Your car has springs, coils or leaf springs, to support the weight of the car and absorb the initial impact of a bump. The shock absorber's one job is to dampen the energy from those springs. Think of it. When a spring is compressed, it stores energy. If nothing stops it, it will release that energy by bouncing back, and then bounce, and bounce, and bounce. The shock absorber converts that stored bouncing energy into heat, instantly stopping the oscillation and keeping your tires firmly on the road. So, how does this energy conversion magic happen? It all comes down to fluid dynamics, moving oil through tiny, restrictive holes. The chamber. A shock absorber is essentially two concentric tubes, a twin-tube design filled with hydraulic oil and nitrogen gas. The piston. Inside the main tube is a piston attached to the upper rod. When your wheel hits a bump, the piston is forced to move up or down. The resistance. The piston has tiny, precisely sized holes, or valves. As the piston moves, the thick hydraulic oil is forced to squeeze through these tiny holes. The conversion. This resistance, the effort it takes to push the oil through those small holes, creates friction. That friction instantly converts the kinetic or motion energy of the bouncing spring into heat energy, which dissipates harmlessly into the air. This high resistance to movement is called damping, and it's what stops your car from bouncing more than once. If you're liking this video so far, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that like button. There are a few key types of shock absorbers you'll find on the road. Twin tube, hydraulic. This is the most common and basic design, the one we just described, using two concentric tubes. It offers good comfort for everyday driving. Monotube, high-pressure gas. This is a single-tube design where the oil and gas are separated by a floating piston. It handles heat much better and provides firmer, more consistent damping, making it popular in performance cars and heavy-duty trucks. Coilovers, or struts. While technically a separate assembly, a strut is a shock absorber that is built into the primary load-bearing part of the suspension. It replaces the upper control arm and supports the weight of the car, combining the shock and spring into one unit. And adjustable or electronic. Found in high-end vehicles, these shocks use sensors and electronic valves to instantly change the size of the internal holes based on road conditions, giving you a smooth ride that can switch to a firm, sporty ride on demand. If your shock absorbers are worn out, your car doesn't just feel rough, it's dangerous. The constant bounce test. If your car bounces more than one time after hitting a speed bump, or if you push down on a fender and the corner keeps oscillating, the internal damping is gone. The fluid leak. If you look under your car and see oil or a wet, slimy mess covering the outside of the shock absorber body, the seals have failed and the hydraulic fluid is gone. The danger here is real. Worn shocks mean your tires lose firm contact with the road over bumps and during emergency maneuvers. This dramatically increases your stopping distance, makes cornering unpredictable, and can lead to a massive loss of control, especially on wet or uneven pavement. Don't risk safety for a small repair cost. If this video helped you understand the essential physics of your suspension, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What other physics mysteries should we break down next? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.